Is this thing on? Yep, it's on. Hey guys and girls, it's your girl Green Fire Motivation, aka Judy Owens, and I'm excited. You know why? It's Motivation Monday. It's Motivation Monday. It's Motivation Monday. It's Motivation Monday. Okay, so Green Fire Motivation has a question for you, as always. And the question today is, this is the question. You ready? Okay, here it comes. The question is, what does it take to have a successful semester in school? What does it take to have a successful semester in school? So let's go to our welcome. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you are a returning visitor, subscriber, liker, follower, thank you so much for coming back to look at my videos. This has definitely been a journey. To be honest, in my life, one of the most consistent things I've done is record videos. And the reason I know that now is because when I look back at how many videos I actually have, I can no longer watch all of my videos in one day. That's crazy. But great on the other hand. So, once again, this is your girl, Judy Owens, aka Green Fire Motivation. And the purpose of the Green Fire Motivation channel is to empower you to take action and to take control of your life. And so, I want to send a special shout out to the most wonderful teacher assistant on this side of heaven, Miss LaQuisha Pilgreen. Girl, you be saving my life. So, I want to let you know that this video is specifically being recorded for you, per your request, per your need. So, what does it take to have a successful semester? Now, the things that I'm going to talk about can be applied, whether you're in junior high school, whether you're in high school, whether you're in college, master's degree, whatever form of education it is that you're trying to accomplish. Okay, these things, now I'm going to tell you, there's nothing complicated about them. The part of where it becomes complicated is when it's time to execute. Because a lot of times we know what to do. It's just a matter of doing what we know we're supposed to do and sticking with it. For example, I always use the diet scenario because it's something that most people can relate to. Everybody has tried to lose 10, 15 pounds at some point in their life. Except for, I'm not talking about the babies. You know what I mean? But, we know that if you want to lose weight, the simplest way to do that is eat less, exercise more. It's not really something you have to think hard about. And I've done several videos and used this scenario, but it's okay to use it for this one because this video is actually extremely different from any of the other videos I've done because I've never actually did a video that geared specifically to people who are in school. But the reason I'm doing this one, like I said, is for my teacher assistant, Miss LaQuisha Pilgrim. I love you, girl. And then there's me. I'm in school too. So I'm looking to implement the same things that I'm actually sharing with you guys. So I'm empowering you and empowering myself to take action and to take control of the semester that is afoot. Okay, so let's jump in. I have, because y'all saw I have my handy dandy notebook, right? Handy dandy notebook. Okay, and guess what? It's green. Okay, so here we go. Oh, if you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. That way, anytime I load videos, you'll be notified. Hit the bell, hit the like button. If there's anything that I say in this video that you like, type it down there. If I say the word and you like the way I said it, then type the word and at the bottom of the video, okay? That helps with my comments. So, all right, so here we go. Again. How to have a successful semester. Okay, so Miss LaQuisha, you have already done the first step. The first step was to get a planner. Good job! Woohoo! Good job. Give me an elbow. Oh, y'all didn't see my elbow, did you? Anyways, okay, so you got a planner. That's great. That's the first step. And the reason why I say it's great that you have a planner is because Getting a planner signifies your intention to become organized about what it is you want to complete during the semester. Okay, so that's a great first step. Now, there's plenty of other first steps you could take, but I would say to start with a planner. Get organized. That's the key thing. The key thing is get organized. So having a planner, that's an awesome thing. Okay, so the second thing that I want you to do, or I'm going to suggest you to do, because I can't force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. All I can tell you is I believe that these are some golden nuggets, so I think you guys should feast on them, okay? So the second thing is to set up your weekly schedule, okay? Set up your weekly schedule. And the reason why I don't say daily schedule or monthly schedule is because most assignments are due on a weekly basis. Now, granted, some are due, you get it on Monday and it's due on Friday, but what I'm saying is most of the time, at least the school that I'm in, I'm actually online. I'm at Barton College and I'm taking courses online. So we have assignments that are due weekly. So if you have, assignments to do every other day or twice a week or something like that, of course, make adjustments as necessary. But what I'm suggesting is that you plan your schedule weekly, okay? Now, I'm not going to go through the whole planning part because I already have a video that kind of talks about it, and the name of that video is called Maximize Your 24 Hours. Maximize Your 24 Hours. So if you want to go back to the search bar and hit type in Green Fire Motivation Maximize Your 24 Hours, then that video will pop up, okay? So second thing I said was to set up your weekly schedule, okay? The third thing was your syllabus. It becomes your best friend, okay? When it comes to being successful in the semester, your syllabus is your best friend. And the reason why I say that is because on the syllabus is going to tell you everything that's due. It's going to tell you every week what assignments are due, okay? It's going to tell you when your midterm is. It's going to tell you when your final is. Now, I don't know if any teachers still do pop quizzes in college, but most of the time if there's a quiz or there's a test coming up, they'll notify you via the syllabus. So that's the reason why I say the syllabus is your best friend. You might lose your notebook, you might lose your textbook and everything else. Don't lose the syllabus. Okay. All right, so the reason why I mentioned the syllabus also, and I intentionally mentioned it after the planner, is because now that you have your planner, you need to take your syllabus and your planner, sit them side by side, and you need to fill in the dates, the due dates of your assignments, specifically any midterms, finals, quizzes, tests, that goes in first. Period. That goes in first. And the reason why I say that is because 9 times out of 10, the final, the midterm, quizzes, and tests make up a majority of your grade. Okay? Make up a majority of your grade. Not saying the other assignments don't count, and when I say tests, finals, I mean anything that has to do with, writing a 10-page paper that's going to be like 20% of your grade. Stuff like that. You need to know exactly when those dates are so that you can prepare properly. Because once you prepare yourself with those dates, then you can backtrack. Okay? So it's like you know what the date is. So now you backtrack to where you are. Okay? So you can see exactly how much time you have to complete an assignment, how much time you have to study for a test, how much time you have to write your paper, how much time you'll have after you write the paper to go back through the paper and review it and make any corrections, changes, updates, and so forth. So that's the reason why I say your syllabus is your best friend. So go ahead and get that syllabus, get the syllabus, get your planner, sit them side by side, and go ahead and fill in those dates. Finals, midterms, quizzes, tests, and then of course you want to fill in your due date, the due dates for your weekly assignments. Fill in the due dates for your weekly assignments. Now, I will digress a little bit to talk about the schedule, just a teensy bit, okay? Just to give a really short summary, in the Maximize Your 24 Hours, I talked about the times that you would block out, okay? And the reason why I say you have to block some times out is because, most people have to go to work. That's not an option. You have to have a way to support yourself if, unless you have someone else supporting you. So you have to block out time for work. You have to block out time for sleep, because we're not gonna deprive ourselves of sleep, because you deprive yourself of sleep, then you don't do your best in your assignments. You won't perform as well in the semester as you want. Okay. Now, in saying that, once again, I'm digressing. In saying that, if you're the type of person who likes to go out, and when I say go out, I mean, you like to go to clubs, or you like to go to bars, or you like to go, hang out with the friends, and sometimes it gets past late, okay? Then you need to know in front of time, ... what you need to complete before you go out with those friends. That way you won't have to be concerned about what you didn't complete while you're out with your friends. Okay, so let's go ahead and go back into the subject. Okay, so your syllabus, like I said, is your best friend. Okay, so then the other thing that you want to do, you want to review your textbook. Woo! If I had a mic, I'd drop it right there. Boop. Review your textbook. Okay, I don't know if anybody has ever said this before, but the reason why I say review your textbook is because if you review your textbook, then when you're learning things in class, whether you're online or whether it's in person, you can now take the things that you've read and you can apply it to what you're hearing in class, and that'll help you to keep in your mind longer. And then when it comes to doing tests and quiz and writing papers and stuff, it's not as hard because the information is already in your brain. Okay? Okay? Did y'all catch that? Review your textbook. Okay, and I'm gonna go so far as to say there's a specific way that I suggest. Now, I used to be a professor, but I'm not a professor now per se. I'm not an expert on how to review a textbook. But my thoughts are, if you're going to review your textbook ahead of time, what you need to look at, and I hope you guys have a pen and paper, and I hope you're writing this down. What you need to look at, you need to look at the introduction. You need to read the introduction. Okay, I'm not talking about the part that's thanking everybody for helping them write the book. I'm talking about the introduction that actually tells you what's going to be in the book. The introduction. Next, the next thing you should read is you need to go through every chapter and you need to read every summary and every conclusion page there is in the book. Every summary and every conclusion page there is in the book. And the reason why I say that is because the summaries and the conclusions of each chapter are giving you the most important points of the book. Now, granted, you may have to go back through, I'm not going to tell anybody don't read the whole textbook. I'm not going to tell you that. What I'm going to tell you is, me personally, I understand what it's like to be in a crunch where you have to go to work, you have to eat, you have to sleep. Then you have to do assignments. You have to take care of, I'm not going to say kids. I don't have any kids, but you have to take care of family members. All these different things that you have going on. So I know what it's like to be in a crunch and not be able to read 120 pages in a week. Okay, so I understand completely. And this is the reason why I'm telling you, review your textbook ahead of time. Review your textbook before, way before any assignments are due, before any tests are due, before any quizzes are due. But review your textbook, okay? You want to review the introduction, and you want to review the conclusions and summary pages. Next, now, if you can get through that, you've accomplished so much. I'm trying to tell you, that is the most golden nugget out of this whole video. Somebody type in the comments golden nugget. Okay, golden nugget. Type it in the bottom. I see you typing. Thank you. Golden nugget, okay? And then, this is the last piece I'm going to say on this, and then I'm going to move on to the next part. Okay, so the last thing I would say for you to do is, the way that assignments are written, there's always the introduction of the essay, what the essay is going to be about. And then in each paragraph, there's a starting sentence that tells you exactly what that paragraph is supposed to be about. The main point is usually the first sentence of the paragraph, and everything else under that is usually supporting information to support that main sentence. Okay? Now, if you didn't catch that, I want you to come back to this video again, and I want you to listen to that part again, because that's, once again, a golden nugget. Okay, moving on. Moving on. I hope you guys are still with me, because like I said, this information is getting juicy. I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so the next thing you want to do, set up a do not disturb time frame. Set up a do not disturb time frame. And when I say a do not disturb time frame, that's exactly what I mean. I mean, turn all your notifications on your phone off, turn off your tablet, turn off your TV. Now, me personally, when I really get into my zone, I actually listen to instrumental jazz music. And the reason why I listen to instrumental is because while I'm trying to study, I'm not going to be sitting there singing singing the song, right? But the other reason why I listen to it is because it makes me calm. And for whatever reason, it makes me focus. So if you have, a certain genre of music or something that you want to put in your ears that's not going to disturb you while you're studying, and that enhances your study time, by all means do so. I suggest instrumental jazz, but that's just me. You could do classical music. I mean, I wouldn't suggest anything like heavy metal, or, don't go grab your favorite CD or DVD or anything and put that on, because then you're going to be distracted. Like I said, you'll be singing the song or you'll be saying the words to the movie. I wouldn't suggest that. I would suggest something that's instrumental, that helps you to focus, and that doesn't have any words in it. That's my suggestion. So that's why I say set up your do not disturb time frames. That means nobody should be contacting you unless it's an emergency. I would go so far as to say anybody who contacts you on a normal basis, go ahead and let them know. I dare say put them on notice that, hey, I'm in school, and so I'm letting you know that I may not be able to answer your phone call every time you call, because I have set up a preference time of study. That means that during that time frame, unless it's an emergency, I'm not going to be answering my phone. Go ahead and let them know up front. That way they don't be looking at you crazy. Like, I know you saw you calling me. I know you saw me calling. I know you saw me calling you. Right. Okay. So to avoid that confrontation or, that discomfort, go ahead and let them know up front. Hey, I'm in school. I definitely would love to talk to you, and I would love to hang out with you. But right now I have to focus on this because I want to have a successful semester. So that's where, you start putting priorities in place. Okay, I can't do that because I have to do this, but it's okay because I know that if I do this, I'm going to have a successful semester. Somebody type in the comments, successful semester. Somebody type in the comments, successful semester. All right, good job. Okay, so the very last thing that I have for you guys, and if you've been with me this long, I didn't even realize the video was going to take this long to record, but if you've been with me this long, thank you so much. Thank you so much for sticking with me. I pray that this information is going to help you. If you are in school or if you're preparing for anything, I'm using school as a specific example because Miss LaQuisha said, that I should do a video on this topic. And me and her and I, we can both relate to this. But you can do this with anything that you have to accomplish, whether it's a goal, whether it's a career, whether it's something you need to work on in your house. Now granted, you may not have a syllabus that's written out by a professor, but your to-do list or your to-complete list, I have a video on that as well, is what will be your syllabus on what you will do, how long you'll take to accomplish it, and all that good stuff. Because once again, and I think I might have missed that, but that was the point of the syllabus, to determine what you need to do, when it's due, how long it's going to take to complete it, so that you can plan appropriately, okay? And that you can plan properly to make sure that you're getting it accomplished, if not before, right at the deadline. And there's another video coming called Beat the Deadline. Stay tuned. Okay, so the very last thing that I would suggest for you to do to have a successful semester, okay, this is the final one. I suggest that you find I'm going to call it a study zone. I'm going to call it a study zone. And when I say a study zone, I mean find somewhere you can go where you're not going to be distracted by anything that's around you, and you can focus solely on your work. Now, here's the deal. I know that there are some people who, everybody has different study patterns. Some people have different, lengths of attention that they can hold for so long. So if you can only hold, attention or pay attention for maybe 15, 20 minutes, then you may have to break up your study session. But when you get into that zone, you need to be focused in that zone. And that's why I say find a study zone where there's no distractions. Me personally, I have a specific place that I go when I need to focus. And no, it's not, crazy enough, it's not my house. It's not my house. I have a cat. Her name is Fire. I don't even know, you guys may be hearing her. She's on the other side of the door because I had to kick her out because she kept trying to knock the camera over. So my house, as much as I love it, is not necessarily a good study zone for me because I have a cat running around. And then, different things. I have a TV, them TVs, I'm telling you. Start TV, that channel right there. All day long, my favorite shows. But anyways, we ain't going to talk about that. But like I said, find a study zone. Find a place where you'll have the least amount of distractions and where you can get into your focus and you can study and make your study productive. Because sitting down for 2 hours and you only read 2 pages is not productive. Sitting down for 2 hours and writing 2 sentences is not productive. And in order to be successful in the semester, you need to be productive, okay? You need to be productive. You need to see some results. You need to see some progress, okay? So, just to go back through those things again in case you didn't get it. These are the things that you should do that I suggest. Green Fire Motivation is suggesting that you... Oh, wow. That was not cool. Hi, guys. Sorry. I dropped the phone. My bad. All right. That was not cool. Hold on, guys. 1 second. Because I promise you I'm not going to record this video again. It's already 22 minutes. Oh, my gosh. That's not cool. Okay, there I am. Oh, wait. Hold on. I dropped my book. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to record this video again because it's 22 minutes. So, all right. So the Green Fire Motivation is telling you these are the things that I suggest you do in order to have a successful semester. Number 1, get a planner. Okay. Number 2, set a weekly schedule. Okay. And fill it into the planner. Set your weekly schedule and put it in your planner. Number 3, your syllabus is your best friend. Take your planner and your syllabus, put them together, and put the due dates of all your assignments into the planner, okay? Number 4, review your textbook. Review the introduction, review every summary page and every conclusion page, okay? Number 5, set up do not disturb time frames. Set up do not disturb time frames where your phones, any electronic devices, inaccessible, okay? And number 6, I think I counted that right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, number six, determine where your study zone will be. That is the place where you can concentrate the most with the least amount of distractions, okay? All right, guys and girls, that's all I have for you. It's been a wonderful time going through this information. I'm actually going to be implementing these steps myself. Green Fire Motivation is telling you it is Motivation Monday, and it is time for us to have a successful semester. Green Fire Motivation, green means go. I'm on the move with fire. Bye, guys.